Hello and welcome to Trucking Answers. I'm Mark. I've been a driver for over 30 years, and I think we should get paid for all of our time. For our trimes? We should get paid for all of our time, and we should get treated like the licensed professionals we are. Look, if you agree, it's time for you to subscribe. And on that licensed professional thing, let's talk about Walmart transportation today. There's some questions you should ask them and some things you should consider before you go to work there. You see their ads everywhere now. They're running ads for drivers, 80,000 plus, depending where you are. All right, let's talk about that for a minute, and let's talk about what you're willing to give up to get that money. And the 80,000, because they want 30 months of experience, is doable at other companies. So this is not the only place in the world to work. And considering that they run ads everywhere, how great of a place can it be? Now, ask them when you go there, what is their mileage pay? Now, it does vary depending where you are. Ask them if it's less than a student driver gets at Maverick. All right, so ask them what their per mile rate is. All right. Let's talk about slip seating the tractors. At Walmart, when you come in, you slip seat the tractors. Not everybody slip seats, but generally it takes a while before you can get your own tractor. And so do you want to slip seat a tractor that you sleep in, a sleeper truck? And you should also ask them if there's a paper that you have to sign there that says that when you get out of the truck, that you fueled it, you washed it, you cleaned everything out of it, all of your stuff, everything. You did an interior cleaning, vacuum, and deodorize for no pay. You have to, ask them if they require you to do that kind of thing. And remember this, as an aside, that everything you do at the direction of a motor carrier where they require it is on duty time. So if it's required, it is logged on duty time legally, all right, whether you're paid for it or not. So, do you want to wear a uniform? All right, you ever seen a Walmart driver without a uniform on? This may not matter, it may not be a deal breaker, but it's something that you should consider when you go there. I would also like you to ask them about their detention pay policy. Now, I think drivers should get $20+ an hour at least for waiting time. Ask them what they pay and how long you have to wait to get it. Now, ask them about weekends home. Will you be home on the weekends because they tout this 5 and 2 or 6 and 3 schedule? How many weekends will you get home? Cell phones. All right, this is the big issue there. Cell phone. What is their cell phone policy? Well, you get to talk as of lately for up to 1 hour per your 11 driving hours at 10 minutes each. That's 6 times. Now, how would they know that? Well, because you have to provide your cell phone records to them upon their request, and you sign a sheet when you get there that says this. They say they will only take these records in an accident or things like this, but that's not what the sheet says. You have to provide them at their request, and there are tons of online talking about this, where the records, you have a problem here, but they request the entire month of cell phone records so they can go back and match the records. It's possible. Because you're agreeing to it, it's possible. If they didn't want your records from other days, they could easily word that form that only in an accident will we request these records, but they don't. And there's a reason why forms are worded in a way that they're worded. When you agree to it, you agree to it. That's more intrusive than a camera. Oh, wait, they have cameras too. Now, they were testing driver-facing cameras for volunteers. Who would volunteer for that? But they have forward-facing cameras, but there's an interior microphone on all of the cameras. Whether there's a camera that points at you or not, it doesn't matter. There's a microphone that records you. So, theoretically, right, record something, you're on the phone more than you're supposed to be or whatever, bingo, you're done. It's simple as that. So any violation of that policy, you have a problem. Just between that, is that all worth it to you? Where you're being recorded, they get your cell phone records, you got to wear a uniform, deodorize your slip seat truck. Is that something that for 80 grand? It's not like you can't make 80 grand at other places. You can. So is it a bad place to work? You decide that, right? But you should ask them some of these things and really consider this when you go to work there. Really consider, the things that you're giving up, you wouldn't have to give up other places for the same money. It's something to consider, all right? So that's it today about Walmart, things that you should think about, before you go there, all right? So thanks for watching, and we'll be back soon with more Trucking Answers.